don't need this microphone, right? You're using this one? Or you use cordless?
I believe she's using cordless, yeah.
Well, I'm really tired of it being torn down when it doesn't need to be torn down. It's up to the custodians. Ridiculous.
They're like standing. Okay, that's perfect. First grade and second grade usually sit here. Yeah. So behind. If you could just, you'd probably be okay if you want to move like similar to where you are, like over in the center. Sorry. Is your gym right now?
So when we get to my grade, we're going with this family. So I just, if we have a classroom or something, I could just let them know. I don't know. I just wanted to tell Kelly like it's an option. I don't know what they're gonna do. Or they might have to split up the gym.
I don't know. That's all right. Heather might know, and she'll be done checking parents in a minute. Okay.
Good morning. Thank you for getting quiet so quickly. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Q2 Black Knight Recognition Ceremony. Before we continue, I would like to invite you to stand if you are able for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here today, coming together as a school community to acknowledge the hard work, achievements, and growth of our students is always a special occasion. I would like to extend our gratitude to the families and friends joining us today, both in person and on our live stream for those that couldn't be here with us. Your presence today is appreciated, and we appreciate your continued support, encouragement, and partnership throughout the school year. Today, we have the opportunity to shine a spotlight on some of our incredible students and their achievements and efforts throughout the second quarter. The students that are receiving awards today are being recognized for consistently demonstrating our character traits of the month for December and January. These character traits include appreciation and growth mindset. In the month of November, we learned about different ways to show appreciation, both in and out of school. So hopefully you were able to see some of those things at home. We also discussed growth mindset and the power of the word yet. We know that if we keep working hard and practicing, that anything is possible. These character traits and the other character traits that we celebrated last quarter are the building blocks of good character. So all of our students being recognized today have demonstrated these outstanding qualities that go beyond the classroom and help to make our school such a positive learning community. If your name is called here today, I'm going to ask you to come up the risers, up here to the stage, okay? And Mrs. Trito is going to give your certificate to you, and I'm going to read all of the incredible things that your teachers and the staff have said about you, and then you're going to smile really big so that we can take your picture. Does that sound good? Yeah! All right. Family and friends, if you want to snap pictures, you are welcome to do that. I'll try to pause a little bit to allow you the opportunity to do that as well. And I would just ask that you hold your applause until we've announced everyone in that grade level so that we can get them up here and hear all of the things that their teachers have said. And then we will give them all a big round of applause together. So we're going to start our ceremony this morning with our 3 pre-K students. So the first student that we're going to recognize today is Levi Whitehead from 3 pre-K. Levi, come on up. Ms. Anderson says, Levi, you have grown so much this year. You are always excited to learn about new topics and share what you have learned with others. I'm so proud of you. Ms. Anderson would also like to recognize Peyton T. for appreciation. She says, Peyton, you are a sweet and compassionate little girl. You are always willing to help someone in need. I appreciate having you in my class every day. All right, so now we have some 4 UPK students to recognize. Ms. Andrews would like to start by recognizing Atlas Budine for appreciation and growth mindset. She says that Atlas is a kind-hearted and respectful child. He says please and thank you throughout his day. Atlas has a curious nature and is always asking questions to learn new things. He is a wonderful role model in pre-K. Way to go, Atlas. And finally, Ms. Andrews would like to recognize Lennox Simmons for growth mindset. She says that Lennox has been showing so much growth coming to school and doing her job every day. It can sometimes be hard to be home when you want to be with your family. Lennox does her best each and every day, and I'm so proud of you, Lennox. Keep shining. Can we get a big round of applause for all of our pre-K students? If you want to take pictures, we'll let you stand here for a second. All right, congratulations. kindergartners. So Mrs. Stolarczyk would like to recognize Gabriel Knapp for growth mindset. Come on up, Gabriel. She says that Gabriel has grown so much already this school year. He has worked diligently on building his confidence and is learning to embrace challenges. Gabe knows that he might not be able to do it all yet, but he is well on his way. Keep up the hard work, Gabe. Mrs. Stolarczyk would also like to recognize Michael Cotto for appreciation. She says that Michael is an appreciative and kind member of our classroom. He is always eager and thankful to see his teachers and peers at school. Michael never skips a beat to say thank you. Thank you, Michael, for showing everyone appreciation each and every day. Nice big round of applause for our kindergartners. All right, Michael, can you come up? There you go, perfect. Okay, next we're going to recognize our first graders. So first up, Mrs. Pinter would like to recognize Chase Quinn for appreciation. She says that Chase shows appreciation every day. There you go. Chase shows appreciation every day. He is the first to say thank you, whether it is receiving help or just someone handing him something. Chase loves being at school and is always willing to help others as well. Thank you, Chase. Mrs. Pinter would also like to recognize Taylor Sprague for growth mindset. Oh, he's not here today. Okay, well maybe he's watching. We'll read what his teacher said about it. Taylor is newer to our class, but he has shown such growth since he has joined us. Taylor never gives up and always tries his best. He works hard and is opening up more and more each day. If he does not understand something, he asks for help instead of giving up. Way to go, Taylor. We will save Taylor's certificate for him. Mrs. Mickey would like to recognize Kenny Keith for growth mindset. She says that Kenny is a student who has shown growth mindset since the beginning of the school year. She works hard to learn new skills, and even if they are hard for her, she is always working towards her goals and never giving up. Mrs. Mickey would also like to recognize Thomas Donnelly for appreciation. Thomas is a kind and appreciative student, making sure to say thank you when given something, and showing his appreciation to myself and to his classmates. Thomas has a positive attitude and expresses often how much he enjoys certain activities. I appreciate you, Thomas. A big round of applause for our first graders. Nice job. You guys will all be down there and go that side and down the stairs and then back to your seat. Okay, so next up we have some special area recognitions that we're going to be giving out. So we will start with PE, and Mr. Potenza would like to recognize Jude Plump for growth mindset. Coach Poe says that Jude is always working his hardest in class and is very athletic. He likes learning and taking on new challenges and is always a classroom leader. In art class, Mrs. Saraceno would like to recognize Easton Bush for appreciation. Ms. Saraceno says that Easton is a sweet little artist. He comes to class and works hard on his projects, always taking his time. He is such a kind little boy to others, and I appreciate him in my art class. For music, Mr. Brandon would like to recognize Joseph Hammer for appreciation. Joseph always comes to music with a calm, respectful demeanor, and he is always willing to give it his all. Every musical opportunity Joseph is given is met with openness and appreciation. Keep up the great work, Joseph, and keep being you. Mrs. Stevens would like to recognize Lincoln Skinner for appreciation. Mrs. Stevens says that Lincoln is eager to learn, and he is also an extremely appreciative student. He joins our group and is happy and eager to complete all of his learning. Stay positive, Lincoln. Mrs. Murphy would like to recognize Bentley Malone for growth mindset. She says that Bentley has been showing a love for reading and a quest to become a stronger reader. Can you come right up here, sweetie? He enjoys reading stories from his decodable readers and engaging in discussions about the text. We are excited to see Bentley's enthusiasm and growth. Mrs. Abdullah would like to recognize Natalie Gibbons for growth mindset. Mrs. Abdullah says Natalie is a hard worker in our small group. She understands that the only way to get better is to practice, and she is willing to practice to get better at reading. She demonstrates a growth mindset by telling me and her classmates that she will reach her goals by reading more. Mrs. Munson would like to recognize Carson Quinn for growth mindset. She says, Carson amazes me every day. He is motivated and eager to practice accurately. Carson has such a positive attitude and is always ready and willing to do what needs to be done. He has made such great progress this year. I am so proud of you, Carson. Can we have a nice big round of applause for all of our special area workers? All right, can you be our line all the way down that way towards the flag? Thanks, Jude. Perfect, nice job. Be careful on the stairs, okay? All right, now we're going to recognize our STEM award winners. So Mr. Thompson would like to start by recognizing Honor Saxby for growth mindset. Mr. Thompson says Honor has done a great job in coding this quarter. She comes to class and works hard every time on her coding lesson. Mr. Marcotte would like to recognize Ariana Menza for growth mindset. Ariana explores engineering class with a safe, thoughtful, and focused mind. Mr. Marcotte would also like to recognize Erin Morales Gordon for growth mindset. He says that Erin explores engineering class with a safe, thoughtful, and focused mindset. All right, can we get a nice big round of applause for all of our STEM students? Erin, can you see the group right on the stage? Nice job. Erin, can you leave right there for a second? Can you come back up to the stage? Because Erin is going to be our first nomination for the bus. So we're going to recognize students for being safe and responsible and following expectations on the bus. So Mrs. Molly Mitchell would like to recognize Erin for doing that. And she says Erin never gets into any trouble on the bus and he always follows directions. Mr. Skinner would like to recognize Nathan Stanton. He says that Mason follows directions very well, gets along with everyone, and is very polite on the school bus. Mr. Brown would like to recognize Madeline Parton. He says that Madeline always gets on the bus with a huge smile. And Mr. Chuck would like to recognize Ava McNally. He says that Ava obeys all of the bus rules and behaves on the school bus. Can we get a nice big round of applause for all of our class award winners? Smile nice and big for Mr. Brandon. All right, nice job. All right, well, while they're making their way back to their seat, can we get one more big round of applause for all of our awards? I am so proud of the audience that you were today, and also of how respectfully you celebrated all of your friends that got awards today. And we are looking forward to being able to celebrate so many of you next time for Q3. I want to thank all of the family and friends that came today for joining us, for your continued support. I know it's not easy to get here always, so thank you for being here and for supporting your children. It is very important to hope their success in life, so thank you for that. I am going to invite our classes to leave the auditorium first, and then after they have exited, you're welcome to go out the back. The same way that you came in and check out in the foyer. If you're staying for our next award ceremony, it will begin at 10 o'clock. All right, so thank you again everyone for being here and have a great weekend.
That's where people figure out which side is sitting there, and we thought we would ask it. But no, I appreciate it very much. Thanks.
She may know, I didn't ask her specifically, but I didn't realize there were two. But she has been running out. But she.
Be good. Hey, what gate do I get to come on switch? I mean, I know they don't.
Good morning, class. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Palmer Elementary School and our second quarter Black Knight recognition ceremony. Before we start with our ceremony, I would like to ask our student council officers to come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you are able.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to Carson, Mackenzie, Hunter, and Olive. And thank you to all of you for being here with us today. Being able to come together as a school community to celebrate and acknowledge the hard work, the achievement, and the effort and growth of all of our students is always a really special occasion. I would like to extend our gratitude to the family and friends that are joining us today, both here in person and on our live stream. Your presence today is appreciated, but also we appreciate your support, your encouragement, and your partnership throughout the school year. It's what ensures that your students will be successful here at school, so we appreciate all of you. Today we have the opportunity to shine a spotlight on our students and their achievements and efforts throughout the second quarter of the school year. The students that are receiving awards today are being recognized for consistently demonstrating our character traits for the months of December and January. So in December, we talked about appreciation. And we talked about ways to show appreciation both here at school and at home or out in the community. So we hope that you were seeing some of that throughout the month. So we have some students that are being recognized for that, and we also have students that are being recognized for demonstrating a growth mindset. So we've talked a lot about the word yet and not being able to do something yet, and remembering that with hard work and practice and the support of your teachers and your families, that anything is possible. The character traits that we are recognizing today and that we have celebrated at other assemblies are the building blocks of what make you a good person. And so we're excited to recognize you today and recognize students whose qualities go beyond just the classroom to make our school a better place. If your name is called today, I'm going to ask that you come up either the risers or the stairs over here, because there is a computer cord here and we don't want anyone to trip. So you can walk up the risers, or if you're over on that side and you're more comfortable coming up the stairs, you can do that. And you'll come up and Mrs. Trio will give you your certificate. I will read the incredible things that all of your teachers have said about you, and then we'll give time for families to take pictures if you would like to do that. All right. So we are going to get started with our second grade. Mrs. Caldwell would like to start by recognizing Leela Murray for growth mindset. She says Leela loves to learn new things, is always ready to put her best effort into everything she does. Mrs. Caldwell would also like to recognize Henry Hilton. She says that Henry has a great love for learning. He is eager and ready to learn each and every day. He tackles new challenges with determination. He does not give up until he has completed his task. Mrs. Reeves would like to recognize Hunter Hoyt for appreciation. She says that Hunter is a kind and appreciative student. He is eager and ready to learn each day when he enters the classroom. He is always saying thank you when a peer works with him, or when someone may have done a kind deed to help him out. And finally, Mrs. Reeves would like to recognize Hannah Ball for growth mindset. Hannah is not here today, but I want to read the note that Mrs. Reeves wrote about her, and we will make sure she gets her certificate. She said that Hannah has been working very hard to show a growth mindset. When something may be challenging, she has been finding ways to problem solve and come up with strategies to not get frustrated or become discouraged. Big round of applause for all of our second graders. So you guys smile big for Mrs. Vandiver and hold your certificates. Hold them down by your belly so you don't cover your smile. All right, nice job. You can make your way right back down to your seat, okay? Okay, so now we're going to move on to our third grade. So starting with Mrs. Whiting, she would like to recognize Leah Gagnon for growth mindset. Leah has grown into an outstanding third grader. Leah works quick and confident on all of her work and does not get overwhelmed or frustrated if she does not get it the first time. She knows she just doesn't know it yet and will try new and different strategies to succeed. Mrs. Whiting would also like to recognize Rory Spencer for appreciation. She says that Rory shows appreciation in class every day. He is the first to say thank you when he receives something, when he learns something new, and when he has done a kind deed. He goes out of his way to make sure people know that he cares, and for that, I am so appreciative of you, Lori. Mrs. Brigo would like to recognize Aubrey Howe for growth mindset. Aubrey has shown an exceptional growth mindset since the beginning of the school year. She approaches challenges with a positive attitude and puts in the effort to find a solution. Mrs. Brigo would also like to recognize Kaden Howell for appreciation. She says that Kaden shows appreciation each day by using his manners and being polite to everyone he meets. He is always considerate of others' feelings and wants to make sure everyone feels included. Big round of applause for our third graders. And your families if they want to take pictures. All right, Kaden, can you lead our group right down the stairs to the left side here? All right, now we are going to move on to our fourth grade. Mrs. Mary Williams would like to start by recognizing Colton Ashar for growth mindset. Colton takes pride in his learning every day. He works diligently throughout each lesson. When Colton needs to fix something up, he shakes his head with a positive nod and gets right to it. Keep it up, Colton. Mrs. Mary Williams would also like to recognize Hannah Dixon for growth mindset. She says that Hannah tackles any task given to her with her very best effort. When something is hard, she works with a smile and even asks for more practice. It is amazing to see her grow each day. Mrs. Vanderwerf would like to recognize Charles Boyce for growth mindset. Charles goes into any situation ready for a challenge. I am so proud of how hard he works to achieve his personal goals, even when he may not understand something yet. Keep it up, Charles. Mrs. Vanderwerf would also like to recognize Landon Adams for appreciation. Landon shows his appreciation for whatever he is given in the classroom, from a pencil to a small treat. He makes sure to let me know how thankful he is, and I am so grateful for his kind words. Nice big round of applause for all of our fourth graders. All right, nice job. Congratulations. When you walk down the stairs, just be careful. Make sure you hold on to the railing. All right. And last but not least, we are going to acknowledge our fifth graders. So Mrs. Lane would like to start by recognizing Brady Hunter for growth mindset. Brady is not here today, but Mrs. Lane says that Brady has been very reflective of himself this school year, thinking about how he can become a better Brady. His resolution was to develop a better growth mindset where he stops getting frustrated at himself and when he struggles with things. This type of self-reflection will take him far in life. Mrs. Lane would also like to recognize Coy Woodruff, who's also not here today. So we will make sure that these gentlemen get their certificates, but I will also read what Mrs. Lane said about Coy. Coy has been an absolute rock star in fifth grade. He comes to school more frequently, he works harder, and he has more confidence in himself to believe that he can do hard things. I am so proud of who he is becoming. Mrs. DeMarco would like to recognize Lillian Dozra. Lily has shown a tremendous amount of growth this school year. She puts a lot of effort into her schoolwork. She is very mindful of her progress and reflective in ways she can improve. Keep growing, Lily. Mrs. DeMarco would also like to recognize Chase Whitehead. Chase is being recognized for growth mindset, and Mrs. DeMarco says Chase is an asset to our classroom community. Not only is he very funny, he wants to learn. You can always count on him to be doing exactly what he is supposed to be doing. Keep learning and growing, Chase. Big round of applause for our fifth grader. Okay, so now we are going to move into our special area recognition, starting with physical education. So Coach Poe would like to recognize Charles Boyce for growth mindset. He says that Charles is so nice and kind to his friends. He is always learning and working his hardest. For art, Ms. Saracino would like to recognize Chloe Drake for appreciation. She says that Chloe always does an awesome job in art class. She loves coming and creating no matter what the project we are working on. If I let her, she would have all the glitter and glue everywhere. Having such a creative little spirit in class makes our classroom a better place. For music, Mr. Brandon would like to recognize Jason Almy. Jason is being recognized for growth mindset and appreciation. Jason has grown tremendously both academically and socially, and it has been a pleasure seeing him grow and blossom. In music class, Jason is always grateful for the opportunities that are presented to him, and not only for the opportunities that are presented to him, it also makes me appreciative for the incredibly meaningful lessons and experiences that result from Jason's growth and appreciation. Mrs. Stevens would like to recognize Isabella De Silva. Isabella is being recognized for growth mindset and appreciation. Isabella has made nice gains this year. She works hard at everything she is asked to complete and is also grateful for everything she is given. Great work, Bella. Mrs. Murphy would like to recognize Erin Gould for growth mindset. I don't think that Erin is here today, but I will read what Mrs. Murphy said about him. She said that Erin has made a lot of growth in many areas this quarter. Erin has been showing more self-control and putting his learning first. This has helped him stay focused on using a growth mindset to improve his progress on his literacy goals. Mrs. LeClaire would like to recognize Jason Almy, who is already up here. She says that Jason has made great progress toward his goals by being motivated and taking on the challenges presented to him. Mrs. Trito would like to recognize Cadence Kennedy for appreciation. Mrs. Trito says, I don't think you could find anyone more appreciative of the little things more than Cadence. She always has such a positive mindset and is so appreciative when someone helps her out. On top of that, Cadence knows how to show adults and peers alike how much she appreciates them. She is one of the most thoughtful kids I know. Big round of applause for all of our special areas. Guys, look at Mrs. Vandenberg and give her a nice big smile, okay? Perfect. Cadence, can you lead us off the stairs down at the end? Thank you so much. Moving on, we are going to do our STEM award recipients. So we will start with science from Mrs. Calavoda, and she would like to recognize Emma Shea for growth mindset. Emma comes to STEM class ready to learn. I am always impressed with the energy and creativity that she brings to each of our lessons. Mrs. Calavoda would also like to recognize Chase Whitehead for growth mindset. Chase is an outstanding STEM student. His positive attitude, dedication to learning, and his hard work have helped him thrive. For engineering, Mrs. Mulcahy LaChance would like to recognize Grace Hunter for her growth mindset. She says that Grace doesn't get frustrated when her engineering plans don't work out. She has a yes mentality. She knows that by continuing to work hard, she will eventually make steps closer to success. Way to go, Grace. Mrs. Mulcahy LaChance would also like to recognize Ezekiel Barnum for growth mindset. She says that Ezekiel has done an outstanding job monitoring his emotions and using great strategies to calm down when he is frustrated during engineering. I am so proud of him, and we will make sure that Ezekiel gets his certificate. Mr. Thompson would like to recognize Haley T. for growth mindset. He says Haley has done a great job in coding this quarter. She comes to class and works hard on her coding lessons. Mr. Thompson would also like to recognize Isaac Oliver for growth mindset. Isaac has done an amazing job in his coding course this quarter. He always comes to class and puts forth his best effort. Great job in coding. Miss Ashley would like to recognize Kale Conklin Mayham for growth mindset. She says that Kale is doing an outstanding job in coding. He is always willing to push himself and he perseveres through different puzzle sets while also offering others support. Ms. Ashley would also like to recognize Leela Murray for growth mindset. Leela comes to coding with a can-do attitude. Even when puzzle sets are challenging, Leela will work through the problem and persist. Big round of applause for all of our STEM recipients. All right, congratulations. You can go ahead and lead us down. Leela, can you lead us down the stairs on that side over there? Nice job. Thank you so much. The final awards that we have for our quarter 2 recognition ceremony are given by our bus drivers. So these are to students who have gone above and beyond and showed exceptional character and behavior on the school bus. So we will start with Ms. Molly, who would like to recognize Connor Struckle. She says Connor is helpful with the younger kids on the school bus, and he always has a good morning for me. Mr. Skinner would like to recognize Hunter Gibbons. He says that Hunter is always happy and very outgoing with his peers. Ms. Becca would like to recognize Gavin Frazier. Ms. Becca says Gavin always takes the mud off his shoes before getting on the bus, which is so very thoughtful. He also follows all of the bus rules. Ms. Becca would also like to recognize Julian Rauscher. She said, you don't even know how he is behaved on the bus. He is so well behaved. Mr. Brown would like to recognize Hunter Widener Hayes. Mr. Brown says that Hunter likes to get others to smile and be ready for the school day ahead. And Mr. Chuck would like to recognize Leela Murray. He says Leela is a very pleasant young lady. She stays in her seat and quiet and follows all of the school bus rules. All right, big round of applause for all of our bus recipients. All right, congratulations. Leela, can you lead us up again right down the stairs? And that will conclude our quarter two recognition for today. I first want to say thank you to all of our students for being such an incredible audience today. Not only were you quiet and respectful so that you could hear some of the things that your teachers were saying about your friends, but you were also happy for them and cheering for them. And I think that's what makes our school such a wonderful place, that you can celebrate each other, even if you didn't have a chance to get an award today. So thank you for being such great friends and classmates, and for being such wonderful audience members. And we really do look forward to having the opportunity to celebrate so many more of you during our quarter three recognition ceremony next quarter. Thank you again to all of the family members that joined us here today. I know it's not always easy to get here. It means a lot to have you here, both to your children, but also your support for us. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And with that, we will conclude our ceremony. If you would just wait until our students put us in the auditorium, and then you can make your way right back out the way that you came in. Thank you so much and have a great weekend.